Hello and welcome to Not My Cup of Tea, the podcast where we read and review the widest romance novels out there, so you don't have to. My name is Johanna.
And my name is Ren. We have hot drinks.
We actually have hot drinks.
Hot drink ASMR moment. I'll put a content warning for ASMR.
You should.
We just had some banging food.
Exactly.
It's bedtime.
It is bedtime,
We're settled in our pajamas,
but before we go to bed,
we've got to have a bedtime story.
we gotta have a bedtime story. I just got one hell of. So I hope you all enjoyed Flashbang.
I hope you all hated Flashbang.
I really hope you all fucking hated Flashbang. And please, if anybody wants to leave us comments, I welcome the discourse.
Yes.
So now we're back with a little quickie.
Yeah.
That's something nice and light. Although I feel like that's gonna be weird as fuck.
Yeah, so this is a really niche thing.
Kink, yeah.
It's a real niche kink. And do you know what? I respect it.
I respect it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
It's so overtly mummy kink that I'm just like, yes, you go girl. You know? In that way where I'm like, you're not trying to hide what you are.
Which is kind of fair. I'm honestly mostly surprised, right? So we just, bought this on Kindle as we usually do. And first of all, it's been translated into several languages. There's at least three parts to the series.
Yep.
And also it had 81 reviews, which is quite a bit for niche 99p,
totally.
porn. So, should we start by describing the cover a little bit?
Okay, so this is... Right, should I describe what we're seeing and then people have to guess at home what they think it's called?
Oh, that'd be fun, yeah.
Okay, so we've got a beautiful woman with some gorgeous blue jewellery on. She is in a white brassiere. She has a cup of hot milk. This is spilling over and is very clearly photoshopped.
Yeah.
And she's got the hugest mummy milkers that I have ever seen in my... No, that's not true. I've seen bigger boobies, but they're very impressive.
And they're very prominent. You can see her mouth and her nose, and she's got a nice face, but you can't see her eyes. And what's lit is the boobies.
Oh yeah, they've even got little goosebumps on the boobies.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh my god, they do.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah, dedication. Dedication to the craft.
And so, guys, the title.
Guess at home. 3, 2, 1. The title is Dairymaid Café.
By Dominick.
Dairymaid, as in milk.
Yeah.
Not like the place in Ireland.
Yeah, exactly. Dairy, yeah. So.
Now, who's it by?
Dominick.
Dominick. I'm so glad you can read that. I can't. And this is part of the Hot Little Shop book series.
Yeah. Part 1, because, you need the exposition if you want read any more.
Oh yeah, totally. Do you want to just get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
I'm going to take a very dramatic big sip.
Yeah.
This is Dairymaid Café Book 1. Rent, credit card bills, electricity bills, student loans. They all said the same thing. Dear Miss Cindy Watt, please give us your non-existent money.
Mood.
Oh, that hit hard.
I know, right? Why you can't attack me like this in the first line?
I thought this was supposed to be fun porn. I feel like tearing up the late and past due notices that sat in my purse. Instead, I was walking down the street, looking for a job opening, for a help wanted sign, anything. I can feel where this is going.
Oh my god, I love it already.
I thought when I graduated with a master's in new media and technologies, I'd be sitting in a nice and comfortable office somewhere creating websites for magazines or something. Instead, I'm so broke that McDonald's fries are a rare delicacy.
I mean,
baby girl, they're 99p.
Exactly, and also bish. That's a fairly sought after degree. How bad did you do at uni? Fucking hell, mate.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's not anyone else's fault. Maybe it's you. Anyway, no one wanted me. I popped my head into every store I saw, handing out resumes like confetti, but the answer was always the same. We don't need anyone right now, but we'll call you if we do. Yeah, right.
Maybe this was written in 2008, but other than that...
Recession?
Yeah.
Oof. Oof.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh shit. This is where I can tell them I'm a bit older than you.
Yeah, I was a baby. I didn't know what Bill's recessions were. I was just vibing. After a while of walking, I paused. I sat on a bench just to catch my breath and get a bit of shade. Then I saw it. It had never been there before, or at least I had never noticed it there. I wasn't even sure what it was. Stop playing the pronoun game, just fucking tell us.
I know.
The sign read, Little Shop, but nothing else. Little Shop of what?
That is very sus.
Little Shop of what?
Alright, that's what I thought.
Little Shop of sex. Apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
There was a gate surrounding a courtyard full of manicured bushes. They were arranged in little rows that led to the pretty impressive building. Something about it felt mysterious. Yeah, this just popped up out of nowhere. No shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe even dangerous. But I still decided to try my luck. Hey, I needed a job. I walked up to the door and lifted the heavy metal knocker. Knocker.
Oh god.
Almost as soon as the knocker hit the dark wood of the door, someone answered. That's fucking creepy. A tall, dark-haired man opened the door, looking down at me with his big grey eyes. For a moment, he just stood there, silently passing his eyes over my body. My heart started to race. Was he the owner? Ah, a customer, he said finally. The man gently took my hand in his gloved palm and pulled me into the shop. The door thudded closed just behind us.
This creepy as fuck, I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, this feels like a kidnapping.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I'm not a customer. He seemed to ignore me. It almost felt like he was gently pulling me deeper into this strange place. No, he was pulling you deeper. It didn't almost feel like it. He is, darling.
That is literally what you're describing.
I hadn't seen a single thing on sale. Isn't that kind of important for a shop?
This seems like a trafficking ring or something.
Yeah, this is very dodgy.
This is very Dogs of War.
Finally, we arrived at another door. The man opened it and led me into what looked like a small meeting room. In the middle was a small and elegant wooden table. There were 2 chairs and an oil painting on the wall. Madame Tulia will be with you in just a moment, the man said.
What?
Wait, He closed the door and disappeared before the words even left my lips. What?
Okay, this is not.
What else was there for me to do but to sit down? No, get
leave,
up and go.
fucking leave.
Fucking leave. Fucking hell. I pulled out a chair for myself, careful not to scratch any of the expensive looking furniture, and sat at the table. The room was totally quiet, and soon I found myself thinking about bills again. Almost as soon as money entered my thoughts, the door opened. Hello, Cindy.
How does she know her name?
The woman who had just glided into the room spoke to me, but I was too shocked to answer. What? Okay.
I think she's just shocked that she knows her name, you know.
Yeah, no, it's more too shocked to answer.
Yeah.
What? She didn't ask you a question.
That's a good point.
Doesn't matter. I wondered how she knew my name.
Yeah.
And how I could be seeing someone who looked like she did. Her inky black hair fell to the floor in shiny, smooth strands. They rolled off her pale shoulders and pressed against the back of her long, elegant neck.
To the floor?
Apparently.
That's long ass hair.
Rapunzel?
I know, right?
Hello? The silk of the dress she wore clung to her body and was cut low enough to show off 2 of the most impressive breasts I had ever seen. I couldn't help but stare at her.
Oh my god.
The boobies. When she sat down across from me, the spell was broken enough for me to speak. Are you Madame Tulia? Yes, she said, and gently tinkled a bell with her long fingertips.
This is heavy brothel vibe so far.
Right?
You know, like...
What is this place? A shop.
Oh my god.
Okay. Julia's expression was calm, and a smile barely played on her lips. What kind of shop is this? There isn't even anything for sale here. Well, what do you need?
Be what? I don't know. Okay, let's find out.
A job? Money? No more bills? That's what I need. At that moment, the man from before came in. He was carrying a silver tray with some food on it. Silently, he placed them on the table. Thank you, Julian, she said as he left. Tulia got up and poured warm milk into my cup. Oh no, it's booby milk.
Oh my god.
Oh no, it's booby milk.
Oh my god, it must be booby. Oh
It's
my
her
god.
booby milk. Oh my god. Let me take a sip of this drink before it gets weird.
Yeah. Of your milk-based drink.
I think you mean oat-based drink. No cows were hanged for this glass of hot chocolate.
And apart from your chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. Julia got up and poured warm milk into my cup, bending over so that her full breasts were hanging right in front of my face. As if to hammer home the point that this is her booby milk.
Oh god, I know, right?
I can help you with that, but I don't know if you really want my help. She put a delicate-looking cookie on the porcelain plate. Sorry, that just... Oh my god. She put a delicate-looking cookie on the porcelain plate in front of me and sat down. That's like a tongue twister.
Dude, this is very tongue twistery.
Right?
Do you think the cookie has been risen with Quickie yeast?
Well, now I do. Yeah. You see that girl on TikTok that made bread with her coochie?
Yeah.
So impressive.
Yeah, that's what I mean, because there's yeast in your coochie,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what happens when you... Anyway. I'll take anything. Tulia smiled, showing beautiful teeth beneath her red lipstick. There's a bit of a typo, because the beneath, the B is capitalised.
Oh, okay.
For no reason. So it's showing beautiful teeth beneath her red lipstick. Anything? Are you sure? Yes, I said. I'm sure. Please, eat, she said. She gestured to the food in front of me. I was too eager to be hungry, but I tried the milk anyway just to be polite. I took a small sip.
Oh god.
It was the most delicious milk
Oh, God.
I had ever tasted.
Oh god.
Sweet, light, creamy. It coated my tongue with its flavour. And before I knew it, I had drunk the whole cup.
Oh my god.
If you're into it, then fair enough. But still, this is a lot.
This is a lot. I feel like this is only the beginning.
Oh my god, you chose this. Then
You
I
oh my god, I know. But you said it sounded funny.
Yeah. Then I took a bite of the cookie. It was crispy, tasty, and disappeared just as quickly as the milk. When I looked up, Tulia was slowly licking her lips at me. It took me a moment before I realised I had a milk and cookie moustache. As I wiped my face with a napkin, she pushed a card across the table. Those sweets came from Dairymaid Café, she said. If you really are determined to get a job, I think you'll find one there. I picked up the card, looking at the address. But I've been everywhere in this neighbourhood already. No one is hiring. Trust me, they'll take you. Okay. I looked down at the card again, smiling. A job! Finally! So, is that it? I asked. Yes. For now.
It is a very sus bitch.
I am so uncomfortable.
I know, right? I'm uncomfortable on behalf of this fictional woman.
Yeah. Cindy.
Fucking Cindy.
Julian entered the room, holding the door open for me. Thank you so much! I yelled as I ran out. Mood. My feet couldn't take me to the cafe fast enough. I paused a little before walking in, looking up at the big red sign. Dairymaid Café. Is it some kind of farm-themed coffee shop?
In a sense.
In a sense, sure. Oh dear. A little bell rang as I opened the door. Almost instantly, a girl wearing something that could put the Hooters uniform to shame ran up to me. "Hello, my name is Tiffany. Welcome to the Dairymaid Café," she said. Her smile went from ear to ear. "How might I help you?" Can I speak to your manager?" "Yes, right away." Tiffany turned and disappeared behind another door, her golden pigtails flouncing behind her. I took the opportunity to look around. It was a nice place. Large windows with soft white curtains meant the cafe was suffused with light. Girls ran around, dressed in the same skimpy outfit Tiffany wore. They served tiny multicoloured pastries to the male and female customers, smiling the whole time. The atmosphere was quiet and calm. A few people sat behind laptops, barely even paying attention to the sexy waitresses.
It's just like a regular cafe.
Yeah, it's just a cafe.
Yeah. Okay, so like, if all the coffee is like with booby milk, do they just claim that? Because I feel like that would be like illegal to like.
Oh, it's definitely illegal to
booby milk without them knowing.
Yeah, you're
like,
totally. You can just feed people bodily fluids without
without their consent. Yeah.
Do you want to finish that for me?
Yeah, please. Oh,
I promise there's no bodily fluids in there. It's just 40 bodily fluids. And then a little bit of milk.
Okay.
It's nice.
It's very nice, yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see myself working here. Before long, a red-headed woman came out the door with Tiffany and walked towards me. Tiffany waved and went back to work as the woman extended her hand. "I'm Hannah, the owner and manager of Dairymaid Café. How may I help you?" "Well, I'm looking for a job. I know you don't seem to be looking for anyone, but Madame Tulia at the little shop sent me," and Hannah's green eyes opened wide. She looked me over like she hadn't really seen me before. "Madame Tulia sent you? Well, let's get you set up right away. Follow
Jesus
me."
Christ, does she get like a job
This
interview?
this feels to me like a trafficking thing.
This feels very trafficking.
Where like Madame Tulia like susses out the girls.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then sends them to this place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is sus. I almost couldn't move. That's all? No application, no interview, nothing? Wow, I should have gone to the little shop earlier. I rushed to catch up with Hannah and she led me into the kitchen. Obviously, we're a cafe. We specialise in milk-based desserts, hence Dairymaid Café. She pulled out an assortment of jewel-coloured pastries, cakes and tarts for me to try. As I nibbled on them, the flavours were more intense than anything I'd ever eaten. They lingered on my tongue and I almost melted from the pleasure.
Jesus, it's a fucking pastry, not an orgasm, you know.
Wait for it.
Oh my god, okay.
But it wasn't just that. I could almost swear that with each bite, I felt a little tingle in my breasts.
Nah! What? Fuck.
Just as if they were being stimulated. But that doesn't make sense, does it? Maybe they just tasted so good. Uh-oh!
Oh my god. Okay, okay.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh dear. What do you think? Hannah asked. It's absolutely delicious. Oh, it's absolutely delicious, I said, my mouth still full. The secret is that we produce... The secret is that we produce our own milk. It's the best you've ever had.
Oh no.
Hannah poured a glass of cold milk for me. As I drank it, I remembered the sweetness. This was the milk Madame Tulia gave me. It's not the most healthy, but feel free to eat as much as you want while you work here. We like to feed our employees.
This is a very, like, livestock
Right? Oh, no. What?
subtext.
Free delicious food? And I'm getting paid? Jackpot. Baby girl.
You should ask some questions.
I feel like you should be asking, like, what's my salary?
Yeah, exactly.
How long am I working here for?
Yeah,
What are my hours?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What is your holiday policy?
Where's the cows?
Where's your farm if
Yeah.
you play to make your own milk?
Exactly. When do you think you can start working? Hannah asked. Today. Great, then let's get you suited up.
Oh.
Hannah started to speed walk again, bringing me to what looked like a locker area. There were changing stations with names plastered above the lockers and mirrors. I even spotted Tiffany's, covered in pink rhinestones. "This is where you'll get dressed for your shift," Hannah said. She went to a drawer and pulled out a bag, handing it to me. "And this is your uniform. Please get dressed and meet me back in the cafe."
She didn't even ask what size.
I was gonna say, like,
yeah.
It's not an all-size-fits-all kind of situation.
Yeah,
it's skimpy,
exactly.
Right? You gotta be precise with those measurements.
But you could just tell by looking, because she's such a connoisseur of the boobie.
Or maybe they've trafficked this woman for quite a while and have been following her and know that...
it might be it. What size she wears, maybe that's it.
Okay. Hannah walked away and I was left all alone in the changing room. I opened the bag she gave me. What exactly is in here anyway? There were several pieces of jewellery. I had a set of bright blue jewelled earrings and a matching ring and necklace.
Oh,
so
that's
like
from the
cover.
Yeah, okay.
There was the lacy white skirt that I saw all the other girls wear. White shorts underneath. Okay.
Okay.
And not one, but 5 bras. They went from C all the way to G. But why would I ever need a G-size bra?
They're gonna pump up her titties.
I think, like, the way this is gonna work is she's gonna get, like, massive mummy milkers.
Yeah.
From, like, the...
Yeah, from the suction, yeah. Oh, because, like, I mean, you get bigger tits when there's milk on them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But why would I ever need a size G bra? I was just a C, and I didn't plan on getting boob implants just for the cafe.
Oh, my God.
G-gang represent. Whatever. That's in the book, it's not being rude. I put on the uniform and looked myself in the mirror. I hadn't realised just how skimpy everything was until I saw it on myself. My skirt barely covered the shorts I was wearing. The bra was... Oh, okay. The bra was cut so that it only just covered my nipples with its ruffly fabric. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no, it's like a black on that, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was like strips of cloth that only covered the nipples and the rest of the boob was left out. I was like,
what?
Interesting choice. Okay.
I'm failing this book on fashion choice.
Negative points in the fashion category. Even with my cleavage showing, I still felt small up top compared to the girls I had seen. Don't you worry, baby girl, you're gonna get your big booby soon.
They're gonna sort you out. Oh god, okay.
Did they only employ large-chested women? Was I an exception? Where did they even find so many huge racks? Good question. When I stopped agonising over my skin on display, I returned to the cafe. Hannah gave me a once-over to be sure that the uniform was up to snuff and sent me out to work. No training. They just sent her out.
They never even asked like if she has cafe experience or waitressing or anything.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I had worked in food service jobs before and hated being a waitress. So this is the great job for her, huh?
What? This is what? That makes no fucking sense.
That's so funny. But working at Dairymaid Café was a breeze. The customers were polite, the food was always perfect and ready on time, and I got all the free snacks I could ask for. What else is there to want? Of course, there was still that strange tingling I got on my breasts every time I ate one of the shop's pastries.
They make her breasts bigger, like the pastries.
Do you
is
think
that it? Do you think that's it?
I think maybe.
Because they're like tingling. Yeah, there's something like
maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm very intrigued.
Like, I'm putting estrogen in them, or
maybe, but it says it's milk based.
Well, yeah, you can just like put some shitload of estrogen.
Maybe it's like because they are drinking like the milk of someone who is like already like maybe it's like it's like an infection.
I just had the most random thought.
Oh no.
No, I was like, I thought, you know, like, I see where you're coming from, but like, if like drinking, you know, like human breast milk make your tits bigger, then babies would have some fucking honkers.
Babies would fucking be jacked. Their whole body would just be round.
Oh my god.
No, I feel like this is some weird, like, strange body morphing kind of booby milk.
Probably something like that.
You know,
yeah,
not just normal booby milk.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's magic booby milk. first, it was just at the very tips of my nipples, but soon enough it sped throughout my breasts, then to my pussy, and finally my whole body.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she's just tingling.
She's just tingling, huh?
I was too happy with my new job to make any note of it. Okay. Maybe I just love the pastries that much. Hey, some people like ice cream better than sex.
But like, I mean, I really like ice cream, but you know, it doesn't give me a tingle in the pussy.
Oh yeah, like, I like ice cream, I like sex, but I don't think they have the same form of, like, enjoyment.
Yeah, exactly. It's
You know?
it's just different shapes of pleasure. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like,
yeah.
they
It's
don't
not
really
same
mix.
thing, but
no,
you know.
it really ain't.
Things started to get stranger. But I guess you only see the warning signs in hindsight.
Oh god.
By the end of the first week, I had already moved up to a D cup.
Oh, okay.
I was pretty surprised, but I just chalked it up to a few extra pounds from all the yummy sweets. At the end of the second week, I could barely fit into my t-shirts at home. They stretched tightly over my newly swollen breasts.
Oh my god.
In week 3, I wasn't smaller than the other girls anymore. I looked like I fit right in when my breasts hung as I served customers.
With my press? What?
I looked like I fit right in when my breasts hung as I served customers.
When my breasts hung as a serve cast. What?
That sentence doesn't make sense, but it just gives me the visual of her bending over and her boobs going
Woof! Just like, I just picture them, you know, like,
just slap you in the face, you get a bruise.
you know, like a pendulum, you know, like, like swinging them like over the table as she leans forward. Okay.
It all happens one day. But the fourth week was too strange to ignore. Oh no.
Oh no.
I was wearing the largest of the bras Hannah had given me by then, and my breasts were still straining against the lacy fabric. They felt swollen, heavy, aching.
Oh no.
Nothing I could do would help. Massage? New bras? A diet? I had never had such huge breasts in my life, and I was starting to get worried. People were asking when I had my boob job done. What the heck was going on? This was definitely more than just a little bit of weight gain.
She's getting milked.
I think she might get well.
Yeah, she's getting milked soon.
This is... oh god.
This is so weird.
I shouldn't have read ahead.
Oh god.
Then one day, while working, the impossible happened. I started leaking.
Oh.
My aching nipples finally gave up struggling and flooded my uniform with milk.
I don't think that's how it works. Even like when you have, it doesn't like, even if you like actually have, you know, like a baby and you have milk, like, you can get like spotting, I think. But like, I don't think it's like, ooh, a dam breaks. You know?
It really depends, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I know people can, you know, can like leak some, you know, but like, not this like flood to uniform immediately.
Oh no,
like,
it wouldn't be like a dam exploding, but it like, from what I can tell, for most people, it's not just like a couple of drops. It is like,
it can be a
soaks
proper,
your shirt kind of thing.
Okay.
Like it's a real big problem. I can remember it's like, we couldn't let my nephew cry in front of my sister.
Oh, because she would
because
just
as soon as she heard it, because like that's the
yeah,
response.
exactly.
It's so mad.
It's crazy.
And sometimes like it's so strange as well. There's like been studies where if like multiple women are taking care of the same baby, but at the same level, like even though they're not the birth mother, they'll also start to lactate.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Because it's just like an instinct.
Yeah,
and it's all to do with like the pheromones and hormones and all that shit that you just pick up on, and then your brain's just like, there is a baby.
I need to eat.
Time to squirt milk.
Feed the baby.
Let's get back on track. My aching nipples finally gave up struggling and flooded my uniform with milk. Hannah was the one who noticed. Looks like you have a problem here, she said. She pointed at my chest, and I couldn't believe what I saw when I looked down. I covered my breasts in my hands, and my face went red. What? Oh my... I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, Hannah stopped my babbling.
Oh god.
It's okay, just come to my office.
Oh my god.
Jesus. She gently took my hand and led me to the familiar room. When we got there, she handed me a new bra and let me get cleaned up. My eyes were welling. Oh, my eyes weren't welling with tears anymore. Bless.
Aww.
She spoke to me in a reassuring voice. "You're lactating," she started.
To be fair, that would also freak me the fuck out.
Oh,
to the point
yeah.
where I'd probably cry if
I
I
would also
randomly
burst into
started.
tears.
Or I would randomly lactate.
Yeah.
But like, completely randomly, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Looks knowingly. "You're lactating?" she started. Oh, sorry. "You're lactating," she started. "No, there's no way. I can't be pregnant. I can't afford a kid." "Shh. I didn't say you were pregnant. I said you are lactating." "What?"
Also, you don't start lactating until really late into pregnancy.
Yeah,
so
it's like end stages, right?
it's not.
It's not like day one you're like, "Ah, fuck." Because then everyone would know they were pregnant all the time. Because then you just like sprinkle. Oh god. Sometimes I do think it's kind of funny that like if you're breastfeeding you can just squeeze your boob and it just shoots
It's just
out.
good out there. Did you see the video of like a woman like at a festival or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, she like squirts breast milk into the crowd.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Oh my god, I love that.
I love that.
Remember when I told you that we produced the milk we used in all our sweets? Well, what I didn't tell you is that it doesn't come from cows. It comes from girls like you. She paused to let it sink in. "And it just so happens that some women seem very sensitive to that milk. Not everyone, just a few," she said, as if that made me feel any better.
Yeah, exactly. They should have told her that like upfront.
"Their breasts grow bigger and bigger until one day they just start lactating that delicious, warm, sweet milk. Just like you." Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I looked at her with my mouth dropped open. "This is a joke, right? It has to be." "Wait, you knew that this would happen?" "Well, not exactly. Like I said, only a few are lucky as you." "Lucky? How the hell is this lucky?"
Yeah.
"My tits are huge, swollen, achy, and now they're leaking milk." Hannah looked at me, crossed her arms, and sighed. She seemed to be thinking something. "Come on, I have something to show you."
Oh my god. Oh, I feel like now we're gonna get
It's going to
into
be the girls
farm.
in the stalls.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hannah led me down the corridors
Oh god.
I had
Oh god.
never seen before, twisting and turning in the back rooms of the cafe until we finally came to a plain white door. She stood aside, opened the door, and ushered me in. At first, it looked like Hannah had just led me back into Dairymaid Café, but then I started noticing the differences. The girls were still serving the customers, but now their uniforms had no tops. Brown, pink, and tan breasts hung from their chests as they served. Oh
Did they, like,
no,
squeeze-
yeah.
Oh my
don't.
god.
They jiggled, swinging as they walked, looking impossibly perky to be so large. That wasn't all. Instead of just pouring milk, I saw customers squeezing the milk in long arching streams from the waitress's breasts. Some of them sucked right from the nipple. I even saw a customer and a waitress fucking.
What? That escalated quickly.
I know, I was gonna say, it's like, there's one thing to like breastfeed from someone, and it's another thing to like have your dick in them.
Like in like a public space.
Yeah,
where food
exactly.
is being served.
Her breasts were bouncing and spilling milk all over the two of them.
Oh.
Instead of being surprised, the other customers only applauded when the couple came. Good show, old sport. Good show.
Congrats, guys.
Oh my god. Not only that, but there was a wall full of girls just lined up with their breasts on display. It looked like a human soda fountain. But is that even possible? Apparently so.
Honestly, okay, this is so weird, right? But like, so no, you know, like they, make pastries and like they serve like glasses of milk. But do they serve like coffee with booby milk?
I think they
I
must.
kind of wanna, you know what I mean? Like,
I think all the milk that they use is booby milk.
I mean, you know, I get the.
But there's like two sides to the cafe.
Oh yeah, no, I get the concept, like, you know, but do they have like jugs, or is it like somebody else like, oh, can I get a cappuccino, please? And they go, yeah, of course, bzzz, and squeeze into like the little jug where you can like to steam it, like.
Here's my fan theory.
Fan?
begrudgingly fan theory. So in Dairymaid Café 1...
Yeah. The SFW one.
Yes, the safe for work. Actually, let's do the not safe for work one first. In the not safe for work Dairymaid Café, the boobies are just out there. Time to just...
Yeah.
You know? And then my thought is that they take a certain amount of milk and just, like, take it to the other Dairymaid Café to have it, like, pre-thing meat. Like, or maybe at the end of the day, they, like...
Top up.
Yeah, they booby milk it, and then they give that to the main cafe.
Yeah.
And then the people don't know.
I guess
that it's booby milk.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's stuff like a jug of booby milk in the fridge to make coffee with and stuff.
It's not all the girls.
Oh yeah, no, it's only the inner circle.
The milkmaids.
Yeah, exactly. I'll keep reading then.
Yeah, unfortunately. Hannah waited until I had taken it all in. Then she spoke again. This is the real Dairymaid Café. Only a few of our waitresses get to work here, and they are paid pretty nicely. She paused and smiled at me. You can work here too, if you're willing. What exactly would that mean? Well, there are 3 services you can provide. The customer can milk your breast milk into a cup. They can suck it from your breast, or they can choose the premium option and use intercourse to get every last drop. Intercourse?
Once again, that's not how it works, I think, was it? Like, I don't think fucking makes you lactate.
No.
More, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't feel like it, but maybe these are special boobies.
This is some hentai shit.
Oh no, it is! Fuck.
Did you? Oh my god, did you actually know where I see? Because it's such a thing. I know this from Reddit Bad Women's Anatomy. Disclaimer, right? Because people share like weird stories that like people ask them and stuff like that. Because it's such a thing in hentai that like girls randomly lactate like during sex. This one girl was like, my ex-boyfriend asked me like why I don't lactate when I have an orgasm.
And you were like,
I was like, wow. Men.
Indeed.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Jesus.
So there is men out there who like think that's what happens, or like who like that idea.
Oh god.
I know. Men with issues.
You're like particular breed of man.
You guys should read Sophocles' acclaimed theatre play Oedipus Rex.
Stop it. Oh dear. Yeah. Let's get back into it. Intercourse? They get to fuck you. What? Calm down. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. But you get double the pay, and we make sure that our customers are clean of all diseases.
Okay, cool.
Of course, you'd have to be on birth control.
Okay. Oh,
so it's like...
So she doesn't even get a condom. Like, that seems...
I know.
Get to do it like with a condom. That seems unsafe.
I was gonna say...
Health and safety, guys.
Oh.
No.
Oh no. Hannah walked over to the human soda fountain and continued.
Sorry, human soda fountain still take us away.
We're even working on different milk flavours.
Oh, what?
Katie here is a vegan, so her milk is pretty fruity. And Vanessa over there just loves bacon. She's gotten very popular. And you? Hannah quickly pulled down the fabric of my bra, exposing my swollen nipple. A small white drop of milk was already shining at the tip.
Oh god, I see what's happening.
She brought her head to my breast and opened her mouth.
Oh no!
I expected her just to suck at the tip, but she surrounded my whole nipple and areola with her warm, hot mouth. She sucked at me so forcefully that I lost my breath. The feeling shot straight from my sensitive nipples all the way down to my pussy. I started to get wet, and before long I could feel the milk making its way through all the little ducts in my breast. It was something I had never experienced before, but it seemed perfectly normal.
That doesn't seem perfectly normal, mate.
You good?
Yeah, I guess.
You're just sitting there like, I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
We've not been like this for a while since Space Raptor Button Invasion.
Honestly, the thing is, right, because I feel like we popped out Cherry with Space Raptor Button Invasion, but it wasn't that weird in hindsight.
No.
You know what I mean?
From what we've read so far.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know, it was like, I was actually gonna say, because like it's not even over yet, I think we're like, well, halfway through.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I think this is the weirdest one we've had so far, actually, even though it's
Yeah.
finally human on human action.
Yeah.
But still, you know.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to agree with you on
Yeah,
that.
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to
But like,
agree
even
with
though
you.
like the other ones were like supernatural, like the sex itself was pretty.
Pretty mundane.
Pretty
This
mundane,
is
This is advanced.
certainly a
kinky.
kink.
Yeah, it sure is.
Of course. What was odd about nursing a grown woman in the middle of a room filled with watching strangers?
Yes. Yes. I'm glad you see it, baby girl.
Sarcastic. But the feeling was so good that I didn't even pay attention to them. It was just what I needed to relieve these big, sore breasts. I feel like I'm gonna have to go bleach my eyes after this.
Yeah. I don't know if I can sleep tonight.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna show up to work tomorrow and people are gonna ask me what's wrong. Nothing. I don't want to talk about
I
it.
don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do it. Hannah pulled her head back, licking her lips. She scribbled something on a pad of paper. Do you like strawberries? She asked. Yes, I eat them every day. Like you with your fucking breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Think your booby milk would taste like strawberries?
I don't know.
That's what this book's implying. I thought so, she said. Eat more. I think strawberry breast milk might be the next big thing.
I mean, okay, whatever.
It's not that I'm struggling to read it, I'm just really struggling for my brain to like catch up with
No,
my
no,
mouth.
I don't know, I get
When
that.
it's like, are you sure? Are you sure that's what you want to say?
I'm glad you still have a bit of a filter in there.
Apparently. For a moment, I pictured myself in a strawberry-themed outfit, pumping out gallons of pink-tinged milk.
I don't think, no, it doesn't from Pink, mate. Like,
Jesus Christ. It's like Strawberry Shortcake. Did you watch that show as a kid where they've all got like themed outfits because of like their names?
yeah.
Yeah. Hannah interrupted my strange thoughts. So, are you in? How much did you say I'll be making? 4 times what you're making now. I'll take it.
Okay, can I say, right?
Yeah.
Minimum wage, what you usually get as a waitress, say £8, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do this for £32 per hour, you know what I mean? Good wage, yeah, sure.
Mhm.
But it's still not the kind of wage where I would say, oh yeah, I will prostitute myself on demand, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
you have to go a bit higher for that.
Totally. I think as well, it's like, I'm gonna commend this because there's a certain amount of like, it feels like very women empowered in this strange roundabout way when it's like, yeah, my breast milk, I'm feeding you, I am Mother Earth. I don't know, like, do you get what
Okay. I mean, I can't.
in that sense?
In that sense,
I'm
okay,
kind of like,
sure.
Okay.
I mean, I
but then
guess.
also I'm like, I don't know if I want strangers sucking on my boobies. That
Yeah,
feels really weird. I don't like that.
Exactly. And also, you still gotta do other waitressing shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Like,
still
it's-
gotta do all the shitty
Yeah,
waitressing
exactly.
things where you have to make all the food and like, but then you're topless. Like, can you imagine like a scalding burn on
Oh
your
my
boobies?
god, exactly. Imagine you like, spill some coffee on your boobs, and also like, if you're running around with the boobies out all day, they're gonna get sore because there's no support, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
especially if they're huge
if they're
and
fucking huge.
aching and
Exactly.
like filled with milk.
all the time, yeah, it's just, nah.
This ain't it, chief.
I'm the same, chief. Oh, because she did say like the premium service was like you get a lot more, so like do they get paid extra for the fucking?
I think so, yeah.
I think they might, like on top of the like,
Yeah.
you know, like, yeah, 4
And
times.
they get to choose. It's not like forced
I mean, that
prostitution.
is
like,
true.
They do
That-
choose
that-
if they
that
want
is-
to do that.
That is true, actually.
But
Okay, I mean, I can. Let's see how it pans out, and then I will judge.
Okay. Fair enough. We shook hands, and then Hannah turned me around. She unhooked my bra, letting my breasts hang free. You won't be needing this anymore, she said.
I guess.
Oh, and one more thing. All of the girls have to get a taste before they start working.
Yeah.
A taste? A taste of what? Oh yeah. Oh no. She dragged me over to a girl on the human milk fountain. Her breasts were so round and swollen that they looked like they were going to pop. She seemed to be straining not to squeeze them and get some relief. This is Kitty. As you can see, she's totally full of milk. How about you help her out? I looked at Hannah with questioning eyes. I don't even know how, I said. It's easy. Just cover her whole nipple and suck. You can do that, can't you? I looked at Hannah, then I looked at Kitty.
Like, hi, nice to meet you.
Especially when they're that big, like...
I know, right? How do you...
Just inhale the whole booby. Oh, that was hard.
I know.
At first I felt bad, but then I saw her eyes begging me to relieve her of the milk waiting down her breast. See, like, this is the part that's unfair about this job.
Yeah.
Is like, these girls are kind of left with, like, no other option
exactly.
other than to be milked.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, it's just like when you said that sentence, like a scholarly discussion.
Oh, sorry.
I just made me
like the show.
What's the show?
That's funny. Hesitantly, I covered the tip of her nipple with my lips and sucked a little, but nothing came. I guess I can't tiptoe around this one, so I just covered her whole nipple with my mouth and sucked as hard as I could, elongating her nipple. Kitty sighed and pressed her breast into me so that it almost covered my whole face.
Could you imagine if she just like suffocated?
Oh no! Oh dear! Flashback. Then I tasted it. Her milk spurted into my mouth like a forceful little fountain. It was like the milk I'd tasted before, but fresher, warmer, and sweeter. Everything's better right from the tap, I guess. Kitty's milk coated my tongue in its deliciousness. I relaxed into the feeling of suckling, enjoying the little hard nipple rolling around in my mouth and the warmth of Kitty's skin against my face. Before long, the flow began to slow down. I thought that we were done, but I noticed that Kitty seemed frustrated. She pressed her thighs together, squirming under me.
Is she gonna back her off?
No. I just remembered Hannah's mouth on my nipple. I knew what she wanted. I slipped a finger under her skirt and into her waiting wet pussy.
Oh, wow, let's explain it quickly. Just
yeah.
Go, boop!
Kitty was so slick. Oh, God. Now, is that why they call her Kitty?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. They've all got porn star names as
They
well,
very
you know.
much do all call them with porn star
Kitty,
names.
Cindy,
Yeah,
like...
very much.
Fucking hell. Kitty was so slick that I met no resistance as I moved my finger, just one, in and out of her.
That seems like the worst hand job ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, literally nothing else.
Especially if you're already so wet
Yeah,
that one
exactly.
goes in with no resistance.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
sure, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, literally no foreplay. You know, like nothing else. Like around. You
Just
know,
boobies.
yeah, exactly. No clit, no labia, just. And just a bun as well. Yeah.
She moaned against me, opening her legs wide. I started to play with her hard little clit when her body
least.
began to shake. Just like that, she came. Her breast gushed milk into my mouth and all over the both of us, covering us in the white sweetness. Okay, I see where this is going.
Okay.
When she stopped shuddering, she whispered to me, "Thank you."
Does bitch know how to masturbate? Like, you know?
Maybe she's just like so uncomfortable that any touch is
maybe.
like
I don't know.
relief. Like, this is just making me feel sad
Yeah, I know,
for
right?
these women.
Yeah, I know. They should unionize.
They should unionize. Hannah took her away and replaced her with another girl. Then she came over to me. "I think you've got the idea by now. Time to get out there." She pushed me over to the customers. For a moment, I stood there awkwardly, nervous to have my milk-filled breasts exposed to the perfect strangers. Okay.
What?
Just perfect strangers.
Oh, I think it's like not as in
Oh, like
they're
completely.
completely. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly. You know what I
okay,
mean?
okay,
Yeah.
go. But I didn't have long to mull over my thoughts. A man reading a newspaper called for me. I ran over. "Yes, sir. What would you like?" "Coffee and cream," he said. He barely looked at me. I ran back to the front of the cafe and soon returned with coffee on a platter. But something was missing. There was no jug of cream.
Well, what do you expect, baby? Like, how fucking
What do
sick
you
are
think you're
man?
doing here?
Yeah, exactly. This is, see, she did really bad at uni. She's thick as fuck, and that's why she can't get a job in the future. She got a master's in. Sorry, okay, I extrapolated here.
You're getting angry. When I brought it to the man, he took his coffee and then grabbed at my right breast as if it was the most natural thing. He pinched my nipple, sending a delicious twinge throughout my body and a spray of milk into his coffee cup. The rich milk stained the drink, turning it dark brown. See, here's the thing, it's like, her milk tastes like strawberries. I don't think strawberry coffee is going to taste nice.
Yeah, they wouldn't go well with coffee.
You know?
Yeah, nah. I was also thinking that if she's like, what if like, you know, like she's got like a strawberry themed outfit, and then the girl who eats all the bacon has like little bacon pits on her outfit.
Just like little strips of bacon like around her like face or something, because it can't be on her boobies because her boobies gotta be exposed.
Yeah, exactly.
She's got little pig ears on. Oh, that's so
oh
sad.
my god, that would be. Oh, sheesh.
She's got a little tail.
Fuck.
That's a butt plug.
I was thinking I want to say the same thing, but oh fuck me dead. Okay.
Thank you, he said, returning to his newspaper. As I walked away, I actually wished he had done more. Already I could feel my pussy getting wet. The next customer called me and I ran over to him. He didn't even bother to say anything and just latched onto my breast.
That is not very good etiquette. Like, you know.
Yeah, not polite at all.
Be polite to your servers. Like,
she's a person.
Yeah.
You're sucking on her boobie?
Yeah.
You better learn her name, my guy.
Exactly. At least say hi.
It was obvious that he'd done this 1,000 times because his mouth was securely attached to my nipple. He sucked it with a regular rhythm, pulling me between his lips with each movement. His other hand grabbed onto my free breast. The nipple was so hard and sensitive that as soon as he rolled it between his fingers, I began to leak. I think I'm burping in disgust at this point. I think my body's like, stop. The milk poured out of me into his waiting mouth. He used his tongue to flick my nipple, sending shocks that went straight between my legs. It felt like almost anything could send me over the edge. See, this is what I said. But just before anything happened, he was finished. The customer pulled away from me, giving my nipple a final stretch. He licked his lips as he looked up at me. "Your milk is absolutely delicious, Cindy. I can't wait to drink it again," he said.
How does he know her name?
She must have like a name tag or something.
Okay, yeah. I was just gonna...
Name tag attached to her pussy?
I was
don't
gonna
know.
say, like, braided in her pubes.
Ugh. That's horrific.
I know.
It was a while before I had another customer. The regulars all wanted the girls they were used to, and no one called for me, which is fair enough. I looked around, waiting and watching the other girls enjoy being suckled and fondled. Just watching them made the heat between my legs even hotter. I just wanted to slip my hands down there in front of everyone, showing them my wet pussy as my fingers moved in and out of my lips.
Boop. Lift a skirt.
Raptor vag. You know raptor vag? Shout out to Eliza Schelzinger for that. That absolutely.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss. I could even spray milk all over my body, making it slick and shiny. But that would probably be against company policy. She should ask.
She should ask. I feel
She's like, am I allowed to wipe myself off? They're like, no, you're wasting the product. She's like,
but she could probably make money out of, you know, because if a customer wants to get doused in the milk, but also like doesn't have the time to actually fuck her, just like, you know, enjoy the show, get doused in some milk, and then tip her 20 quid or whatever. You know what I mean?
Sit in the splash zone kind of thing.
Sit in the splash zone. Keep writing her email. You know, maybe take a conference call. Just turn your camera off. You know what I mean? And just enjoy the show and get, you know, yeah. That could be part of the business model.
Maybe this is what she'll suggest.
Yeah.
Well, this is what
keep
you
improving your
would
workplace.
suggest.
Just keep improving her workplace. That's great.
Fucking hell. Finally, I got another customer. I was excited as I ran over to him, but I could tell even from far away that he was good looking. Oh. Mm-hmm. He had thick blonde hair and a smile that made my knees a little weak as he looked at me. Even as he sat at the table, I could tell that his... Oh, okay. I could tell that his dress shirt was covering a magnificently muscled body. I thought it was dress, and I wasn't
okay.
ooh. I was more
oh, okay. I like.
I was like, this took a turn. My cheeks blazed red as I spoke to him. Yes, how may I help you?
She's getting fucked.
I would like the premium option. My stomach dropped. The premium option? Oh, yes. Of course, sir.
Oh yeah, now we find out if she gets paid extra for that on top of that. I'm interested.
My heart raced, something in my chest. Was I really going to do this in front of everyone? At the same time, my panties were soaked. I had wanted this since the first customer squeezed my breast.
Okay.
I hesitantly walked closer to the customer, but he just pulled me into his lap. My legs were spread wide open. He took one nipple in his mouth, sucking at it fiercely. Are you laughing because I'm moving my body?
No. I'm laughing at like the absurdity.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
You're like,
no, I'm not laughing at you. You're fine.
My milk came out easily, pouring between his lips. I heard him sigh against me. With his other hand, he pinched my nipple, stretching it, and even slapping my breast to make it bounce. Boing. What was it? It's like, I like your dick, G. And then... His dick was already hard and pressed against my clit through his jeans. That's one impressive penis.
Yeah.
If you can get through jeans.
True. I mean, maybe it's like, not where there's buttons or like the things are like on the side, you know what I mean? You can like, because you sit on his lap, you can kind of feel it, but yeah.
True. As he suckled at me, I couldn't help pushing my hot pussy against his hardness. I had never wanted a dick deep inside me so desperately before. When he
just met him.
I know, like no judgment on that part, but also it's like, baby girl, this doesn't feel like your own actions. This feels like some kind of weird sexual trance that you've been put in, you know?
Yeah. Not that you just met him, but like we're more like, well, yes, because like she literally doesn't know anything about like the sexual chemistry, you know what I mean? Because like you can't be that horny for somebody.
Like
you don't
they
even,
literally just went sex, and that's been it.
Yeah, there's like no other warm up, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
Exactly. When he realised I was pressed against him, the customer unzipped his pants and pulled out his long, hard dick. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Translucent pre-cum dripped out of the tip.
She's not on birth control yet.
Oh my god. Maybe she's gonna break the rules. Maybe she's gonna be like, oh.
I mean, nobody...
Dairymaid Café, baby.
Nobody told her yet. Maybe that's part 2.
They know.
Make it a baby.
It glistens... Oh, sorry, Yeah. Translucent pre-cum dripped out of the tip, making it glisten in the light of the cafe. I wondered if he would spurt his hot white cum into my pussy. My pussy. I slammed my pussy in the car door. You good? You just not expect it.
It's fine.
Just like my warm white milk sprayed into his mouth. Okay.
Sure, John.
Then the customer pulled back from me. He grabbed my breasts with both hands, pinching to make my milk spray out. He drenched his dick and balls in my milk, coating them with its creaminess.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so she's sitting on his lap.
Then the customer pulled back from
me. Okay.
He grabbed my breasts.
Okay, I get you.
With both hands.
So she's standing up again and kind of like over him.
She's either standing back or he's like
on the back of her.
Out of her, and she is now sitting like
on his knees. Yeah, okay, I get you.
Right. Next, his hands reached for my head, pushing me down. Oh.
Okay.
I think it's going to be up.
Yeah.
I opened my mouth wide to fit him in.
Yeah, okay.
The sweetness of my milk and the salt...
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
The sweetness of my milk and the saltiness of his pre-cum mixed together on my tongue. And I sucked at him hungrily, trying to lick up every last drop. Tasting myself on him only made me even more desperate. I could swear that I was dripping onto the floor. Then things happened in a flash. He pulled me up again and made me straddle him.
This guy has no like patience, right? Like,
yeah.
He
where's the communication?
Exactly, but also like he licks her titty for like 2 seconds, then like squirts for 2 seconds,
yeah.
2-second blowjob, and then like, bro,
what is going on?
Do you have somewhere to be or?
we on a schedule? Then things...
I only get half an hour lunch break, guys. Just need to go to the post office.
Fuck. Then things happened in a flash. He pulled me up again, made me straddle him, pushed aside my soaked panties, and shoved his thick dick inside me as far as it could go. I screamed, drawing my nails across his back. My breasts bounced on my chest from the force of his thrusts. The customer started suckling again. He switched from one to another, slowly draining me of all my milk. The combination of his lips sucking up my nipples and his thick cock pounding away at my pussy brought me into a world of pleasure I had never experienced. My head fell back and I bit my lips, letting the pleasure wash over me. It moved like electricity all the way from my head to my toes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, apart from like the concept, I'm just trying to like visualize the logistics of this because I was doing this cafe, so I assume that's like tables and chairs.
Mm-hmm.
And because so it's clear before, so like he sits down, she sucks him off, then like he pulls her back, and then he starts fucking her, but like where and how?
Both sitting on the same chair, if that makes sense, and he's just like going.
But no, but if they were both sitting on,
like he is sitting on the chair, she is sitting on him, he is thrusting up.
But you can't really do that from a chair.
Yeah, that's how you like fall and crack your head open.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Or do you think she's like sat on the table maybe? And like he's like standing in front of her.
I mean, they didn't say that.
That's what I mean, because they didn't say what's happening here. It's just like, oh, like he pulls her back up and then they start fucking. Mm-hmm. It's like I need I need a sentence in between there to explain to me like what's happening.
Yeah, I know, and there isn't the info.
There just isn't there, because I feel like if she was on top of him, like on the chair, that wouldn't, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like her sitting on the coffee table would make the most sense, to be honest.
Probably. Should we do that? Should we envision it that way?
Let's just envision it that way.
If we have to envision it at all.
If we have to envision it at all, yeah. Continue.
Finally, my body shook in a crashing orgasm. It was on a different level than anything I'd ever felt before. As my pussy squeezed his dick, my breast spurted milk into the air.
Make it rain, baby.
Literally. The customer opened his mouth to the waterfall of cream that sprayed all over him and drenched his face. At that moment, I felt him explode inside of me. He spurted into my pussy, filling it with his hot, thick cum. I could even feel it dripping between my legs onto the floor.
Oh! I'm actually quite surprised how obsessed with this with cum as well. I thought it was just going to be breast
No,
milk.
because it's about like white fluids,
yeah, but
isn't it? So it's like same thing, bitch. When my body relaxed, all I could feel was bliss. My muscles were sore from all the fucking, but I noticed there was just one last drop of milk hanging from my breast. The customer stuck out his tongue, gently lapping it up. "Good to the last drop," he said.
Okay.
Hannah helped me walk to the changing room and get cleaned up. When I was done, she scribbled something into a notepad and turned to me. She smiled. "Yup, Madame Tulia knows how to pick 'em, and I think you'll fit right in here."
Is this the end?
Oh, Ellen. Oh, Ellen.
Baby girl.
Interesting.
Oh, there's other works. Okay, so we just finished the book and there's other works by her.
Uh-huh. Sweat and Curves, a BBW and her trainer.
Okay, I also love Curves for the Chef, a BBW, and her ex-soldier billionaire chef's erotic romance.
So many things.
That is so specific. What are the others? She can't take it in public on the morning train in Tokyo.
God.
The tentacle and eye. Oh my god, that's her as well.
That's her.
That's her.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Best friends forever. A virgin lesbian first time experience. That seems kind of wholesome.
She's the billionaire.
An erotic piece and a story of female domination. Book 1. Meet your boss, Chris Baker. Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this.
There's a
It's
series.
a series, yeah. Oh yeah, the training Kate. That's the other one. It's like a sub thing.
Mind Control 101.
Hypnotize my little sister's best friend. Bit creepy. Hypnotize my big brother's best friend. Equality.
Popping my husband's cherry. A strap-on honeymoon.
Okay.
Let's read that when Ross is round.
Yes, please.
Make him incredibly uncomfortable.
Make him read it. Like we did
He
with
can't
the
read.
last- That's a good point, yeah.
About the author. Ellen Dominick has been writing professionally since 2002. Even though she has written for many newspapers and magazines, Ellen has always had a passion for fiction. So now she is diving into the wild world of erotica. Ellen has lived all over the world, but she loves to visit Tokyo and buy hand-braided bondage ropes whenever she can.
Sure.
Good for you, Ellen.
Good for you, Ellen. Alright, okay, should we review?
Yeah. Let's review.
Let's review, I suppose.
So,
First thoughts?
what the fresh fuck was that?
That seems accurate, yeah.
Like, I knew it was a kink, but like, that was just so much.
Honestly, it's one of these things, right? Like, I knew theoretically there was a thing, right?
Uh-huh.
But then it was just so much more visceral than you know what I mean? Like, it's just a different thing experiencing it.
Uh-huh.
Like,
That was a lot.
honestly, as we said earlier, I think, like, you know, we've had the ghosts, pirates, we've had the scarecrows,
Yeah.
we've had the space raptors. This has been the weirdest one,
By far.
by far.
This has been the kinkiest
This
one,
has been the kinkiest one, yeah.
you know?
And we've had somebody get...
Fucked by a raptor.
We've had somebody triple dicked by pirates,
Yeah.
by ghosts. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And this has been the kinkiest
this
shit.
has been the kinkiest
And
shit.
there was literally only
one actual sex scene, yeah.
sex scene on it. You know? The rest was just foreplay.
Oh, God, okay.
Thoughts?
As I said earlier, okay, yeah, we didn't say it in the pre-thing we do this, but, you know, as per always, not trying to yuck anyone's yum, like, I think if you enjoy, you know,
Yeah.
if this is your kink, sure, but once again, have a look at Sophocles' acclaimed piece, Oedipus Rex.
Stop it. You saying these people have mummy issues?
Yes, I'm saying these people have mummy issues. And you know what? If this is your way of dealing with the mummy issues, there could probably be worse. At least you're not like...
Oh yeah, at least you're not murdering.
Yeah, exactly, at least you're not pulling like some Norman Bates shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it could be worse, but like, I am saying explicitly that you have mummy issues if you have a breast milk kink, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's kind of fair. Yeah.
You know?
I'll give you that. I think that we had such a visceral reaction to that because we do not find this attractive. So I think for someone who did, that was probably great.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna say
that
yeah.
was probably quite mundane.
Yeah. No,
Even?
you are completely right. Like, I was gonna say on the rating, actually, like, it's very much not my thing, but I do actually think it was quite well written.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, do you want to dive into the rating, or do you want...
No, I'm just meaning in general, like,
Yeah.
I feel like we found it a lot, but
Yeah.
I think people of, like, that kind of persuasion would
Yeah.
have been like, guys, why are you freaking out? Like, this is nothing.
This is 101.
This is like one-on-one, like, she gets introduced into it, like,
Yeah, exactly.
nothing hardcore here. Like, we're just like, oh my god, she fucking lactates, what? Like, we
She's not even getting her nipples penetrated, so...
Stop it.
That is also a hentai thing.
It is?
Yeah.
Her nipples?
Yeah.
It go in?
Dick goes in the nipple.
How?
It's... No, I mean, yeah, that's exactly the... Like, no.
Oh, no.
By hentai, everything is possible, unfortunately.
Ugh.
Once again, disclaimer, I just know this from Reddit forums making fun of
No,
this.
she doesn't.
Like, what do you know?
He looks at me.
And I look at him. Okay. I don't know, should we rate it?
I don't even know what to... Like, I don't even have reviews.
I know, right?
My brain is just like, what?
Yeah.
My brain is just like, what? Yeah, let's...
I mean, first of all, quality of writing. I'm actually gonna... As I said, right, so very much not my thing, but I actually thought it was...
Yeah.
okay written. Like, I mean, there was a story. Like, I feel like it, like, the prose flowed alright.
Yeah, I think it was fine. I do think it was... I don't want to say juvenile because that feels really unfair, right? Because it was legible and it made sense, but just like some of the like there was no real like description, you know what I mean? It was a lot of like
true.
She said, then she said, then
absolutely,
she did this, then she did that, which I don't know, maybe I've just got too used to like quite well written porn that I'm just like, where's the flavour?
No, I was actually gonna say that because like my caveat is as well that like it doesn't really paint many pictures, like you don't really. Like, you can't really picture any of the characters or, like,
you can just picture the sex, which, like, I think as well, like, for us reading this, we're not here for pleasure, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We're here for funsies.
Yeah.
And this is not the kind of porn that is funsies for us.
Yeah.
Someone that's really horny.
Yeah.
Chef's
kiss. Yeah, exactly.
Straight to the point.
I was gonna say, because you know what I can picture very vividly? Her boobies leaking milk. Like, that's been described in...
explicit detail.
Yeah.
Exactly. So...
And pretty well, you know what I mean? Like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, like, I think you just need to... although it is a complaint of mine, I think I also need to, like, contextualise...
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what this is for. Sometimes I forget we read porn.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Sometimes I'm just like, this is a really good story.
I want to know what Old Man Morgan's for.
Yeah. Oh, we were spoiled.
Oh, you were spoiled with that.
I know. We were spoiled with it. Yeah, so quality of the writing, honestly, I'm gonna give it like a 7.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 6.
Fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's a couple of spelling mistakes. It's not that vivid, but like it's not bad.
I'm gonna give it a 6 because like I would have liked a bit more description of at least like the objects of lust. So like you get the you actually get the guy she fucks described a bit, but none of the women are described apart from that like Madame Tulia has long hair, like black hair, and Hannah has ginger. That's all you hear. But like. Because, like, she actually has a little, like, sexy with Kitty, and, like, we don't know what Kitty looks like, and, we don't know what our main character looks like either, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's so true.
And given, like, it is porn, like, I would have liked to be able... I mean, maybe it's, like, I also respect that it's, like, so you can just, like, picture whatever you like, but I just like a bit more guidance, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Plausibility.
Okay, what we said earlier, right? Like, how the fuck does this work? So...
Here's what I gathered from the book, right?
Okay, you tell me.
There's, as we've said, there's 2 cafes.
Yeah.
There is one cafe where women are, like, scantily clad and they serve coffees, which is, like, a thing.
Yeah, it's a business model.
Especially in, I think, Tokyo.
Was it in...
Yeah, like, maid cafes.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah.
You looked really confused.
No, I thought you meant this was set in Tokyo, and I was like,
what?
No,
I think this is set in America, but... It
is a thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing in Tokyo, so that made sense to me. And they serve what maybe they don't even know it's breast milk.
I mean, yeah, it might be, very well, yeah.
And then the women are encouraged to eat at said work, in hopes that they become... like one of the donors because only certain people are affected by it. Yeah. And then people who are affected by it are given the option to, instead of working in that side of the cafe, to work in the kind of more
NSFW.
Yes. Yeah. Where they are obviously kind of like low-key prostitutes, but not really. But like
bang maids.
Yeah. There you go. And then Madame Tulia works as a bit of like a scouting agent. Yeah. Where she kind of like finds women. Maybe she's got some weird sixth sense where she can just like tell how they react to the milk.
Like a madam in a brothel,
and that's how she knows like, oh yeah, like you'll be good for the we need a new supply. We'll put you in there, you know, and then I think that's from me. Yeah. That's what I got. Yeah.
No, I get that, but so like in real life, women lactate mostly because like they have kids or sometimes, you know, due to like a type of stimulation or because they take care of kids or a stimulation, but you don't just randomly start lactating and growing bigger boobs from eating other people's breast milk. Yeah. So like, this is where the plausibility goes right out the window for me.
I think for me there is like a weird supernatural element for it.
For sure. Yeah.
Isn't like just like normal booby milk. It's like special booby milk. Yeah, exactly. Clearly. Yeah. So like I can kind of get that. Like also I'm like, yeah, this is ridiculous, but also it's like,
okay then I guess.
Like, do I think it's possible? No. Not at all.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, no.
But am I intrigued? Sure. Am I interested? mildly.
I respect that.
I want to know what happens next.
Exactly. This was just her first day, like in the
Yeah.
in the inner circle, like we.
Yeah, I mean, she'd worked there for 4 weeks before she even found out about this other side.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plausibility. 1.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 2, but
1 for kindness.
Yeah. Solid 2 for me, just for shits and gigs.
Sexiness.
So okay, see what you're saying, because this is just like very, very much not my thing.
Yeah.
For me personally, sexiness is like
2.
yeah, something like that. I was gonna say like, because I feel like it is, if you have a breast milk kink, then it's gonna be like really quite sexy. I think.
I can respect how this is sexy to other people.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Exactly. That's what I mean, because I feel like it covers that niche very well. Like there's a lot of different things about it, you know what I mean, like all the, like the drinking and the suckling and the whatever, and like the arousal it brings, like the girls as well. Like I mean, like fair. I can't even say can't believe I'm discussing this so seriously.
You chose to make.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, since this is just like my personal opinion, I am giving it a 2, and the 2 is because, like, I mean, it's quite, like, how, like, the other, how like, the other girls get aroused, and that's, I feel like, it's quite well written, and, like, the little fun little chess with Kitty is quite nice, I think, but, I mean, not really, but it's like, oh my god, good for you, babes.
To me, it verges on sexual torture just a bit too much.
Fair, yeah.
So these women are, like, kind of picked out of the crowd and then kind of tricked into this body morphing transformation until it's the point where they are literally like so horny they feel like they might like explode.
That is true. It's very murky. That is.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's quite coercive in that sense. Like.
Ooh, that's actually, I hadn't really considered that. Yeah.
So for me, I don't think it's sexy, but also if that's your kink.
Oh yeah,
I can completely understand why that book would be really sexy.
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if like the horniness of it had something to do like with their kind of like morphing thing. You know what I mean? Like obviously that's like that makes them lactate, but like
I think as well it's like a thing where it's like they're going to want to continue to lactate because it gives them the endorphins. Yeah,
that's what I mean, because like the way I read it is that like they get horny from getting the nipples sucked, just as like regular nipple stimulation, and also
they get
like
sexual release when they like finish and like when they lactate.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, but I figured like they so they do get, so I figured that like it's a relief to get like the milk out just because it's like nice, and like
totally.
and then like the nipple stimulation makes them horny, and then also when they have an orgasm then they like spurt some milk, but like I didn't read it as like it's linked beyond that, you know what I mean? Like I didn't read that like the lactation makes them like uncontrollably horny.
I get what you mean.
Which like in which sense I feel like it would be like, yeah, it's okay, that's fine.
I get you. For me it was more like, it's not even like the lactation makes them horny, but it's just like the lactation is tied.
Yeah, that's what I mean, exactly. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's not even like a thing where the girls can just like have someone suckle on their breast and then like that be it.
Yeah.
There's like this added element where because they're getting this like stimulation, because it's this like relief, this rush of emotion, this hormones, it is making like, do you know where it just feels kind of coercive?
No, I get what you mean, because I didn't read it like that. I like, this was my first impression, but I get that. The other thing I was gonna say, because this could have gotten very like, this could have gotten far more corrosive than it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just mean like, okay, it's just like a very low bar, but I feel like it was overall especially for like, like a kink book, handled quite well. I was just like, oh, so there's this, and like, it's secret, but like you have the option. And like, even if you want to work, like it's not like you have to fuck everybody, like you pick, and like we are looking out for your safety in a basic sense. Which I thought was a nice addition to like a kink book, where like very, very much could have just been like, oh, you're working now, and like obviously then the character would have been like, oh yeah, like and I like that I don't have an option, but like, I like that they had this little layer of like consent. You know what I mean?
What? Yeah, we'll get to that.
You know what I mean?
I'm still gonna give it a 2.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sticking with my 2 as well.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's not gonna be beyond that.
Okay.
Like, no. I was gonna with a 2 anyway. I was just went a 2 over like a 0. As I said, because like I like that the girls were turned on and
Yeah.
big boobies are fun to
Big
hang.
booby.
Big booby hanging
Big
about,
big
you know.
booby hanging. That's it. They weren't ashamed to just have big boobies hanging.
Exactly.
There was no talk about them being like. Well, there was one mention where it's like impossibly perky for such big boobies, but I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just
Exactly. Just
hanging tits.
Just hanging out, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just like, you know, good for you, babes.
Yeah.
Good for you. I think we should have about the same score anyway, because like I think we both given an 11 in total.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's 22.
So not a 10. You
Oh
give it
yeah, 6 and 2. Yeah, sorry, it's 10.
Yeah,
It's
10 each.
10 each.
That's
Not
pretty
20.
fair.
Yeah, a third. That's something.
That's... Yeah.
It's fine.
Did I enjoy it more than Flashbang?
Hard to say because I did not enjoy Flashbang.
I also didn't enjoy Flashbang, but in a different way.
I'm gonna say this didn't make me as angry as Flashbang did.
Oh no!
Because like Flashbang made me angry. Okay, Flashbang actively roused negative emotions in me, whereas this just roused confusion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And a little bit of fear.
Yeah, I was gonna say like mild horror, but not, you know.
Yeah.
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 You know, okay, I'm gonna say I enjoyed this more than Flashbang because a niche kink is, you know, that people like, you know, get excited
And
over.
everyone's consenting.
Exactly,
In it.
it's better than like sexual coercion and violence.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, which is like the other one was, even though it was fairly vanilla, the sex itself, like the core context and like the dynamics in that were a lot more fucked up.
Yeah,
so I will
sure.
say this is better than Flashbang.
Okay. There's no real favourite sex scene because there is only one sex scene.
Oh yeah, it's always, you know, like your favorite part of the sex scene.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Favourite part of the sex scene was when that guy just went into her womb. Didn't say a word to her, it was just like mummy, milky, now.
That was quite funny.
That made me giggle.
That made me giggle as well.
Favourite part of the sex? You're like, none of it?
Yeah, exactly. I'm really struggling here, my guy. See, I didn't really like the sex she had with the guy, because I mean, okay, it's described that he's like, he's hot, but like, it was very, like, he didn't even really talk to her, like, at all. He could have been like a little bit polite at least.
He was just like, no,
I would say,
mummy, milk, no.
Yeah, I preferred the sex scene she had with Kitty, the brief one, even though that was also weird because there was no like foreplay.
She just put one finger in,
yeah, exactly,
moved it around, and Kitty just came instantly.
Yeah, exactly, instantly. But at least, like, you know, she was having a good time, and you know what I mean. Like,
I
so
guess.
it's like, yeah. I don't know. I feel like this is just me being misanthropic, but
maybe.
yeah. But you know, like the very anonymous sex with a woman seemed less gross to me than the very anonymous sex with a man. You know what I mean? And also, you know, because this is like my pet peeve. I fucking hate it when men like grab your head for a blowjob. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
no,
like
head
push
pushing's
that.
the worst.
Exactly,
yeah.
it's the fucking worst. And like that's just fucking like.
Ask. Use your words.
Exactly. You know, like literally, you know, don't ask for it. Can I please have, you know what I mean? Like, just use your mouth. You know, like, oh my god.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Exactly. But like, if you do that, it's just like a hard no. That's just immediately like, you know, like now it's just like now destroying things up in here.
Okay. Moral of the story.
If you're broke, there's always sex work.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Go vegan.
Actually, I don't think fruity milk would taste nice.
Neither do I, but fruity milk in your cereal? Kind of fun. Kind of funky, kind of fresh.
It's like Lucky Charms.
Yeah. Fruity milk in your tea? No, thank you.
Oh, you know, it's like a Earl Grey. I could, like, that's a bit.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna be. Like,
Okay. I could see it.
Or like a bubble tea.
Oh!
Ooh.
That should be in one of the books.
That should be one of the books. Dairymaid Café bubble tea. Get with the times, guys.
Oh my god, that'd be so fun.
It'll be so fun.
And then you just sit with the book and you just go.
That's it from us for this week. Come back next time if you're not too scarred. You can find us on Twitter and TikTok at NotMyCupOfTeaPod with a capital T instead of tea like the drink. And Instagram at NotMyCupOfTeaPodcast, just to make it extra confusing. That's T spelled out. And you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you are listening to this right now. Also, spicy thanks to our composer Kyle Clark, cover artist Oliver Groves, and the brave editor Andy Wells. Till next time!